Hello everyone, this is Dean here with the Rogue Deck Chronicles, and I'm here to bring you our Rogue Deck of the Week showcase, featuring probably one of the most forgotten ancient trait Pokemon out there in the Pokemon TCG, and we're going to be talking about Walking Wake EX. We've seen some decks out there, and I've always been interested in this card since it came out with Temporal Forces. I just can never find a way to make it work. It's similar to Roaring Moon EX. There's a lot going for it, but there wasn't really a consistent way to make it good versus Roaring Moon had the Frenzy Gouging attack and it can just KO everything in one shot. So let's talk about this card. So it is a basic water type Pokemon with the Ancient Trait ability, as we just talked about, 220 HP, so a beefy basic Pokemon, and it has the ability Azure Seas. Damage from attacks used by this Pokemon isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. What does that mean? This is our Shred attacker. No matter what we're going against, if there's a Mist Energy, if we're going against a Mimikyu, we're going against Crustle, we can hit this Pokemon, or we can hit that Pokemon with this card. If Shred, it goes through all the effects. And it has one attack, Catharsis Roar, for 120 plus, and you need water and 2 colorless energies. And if your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by a special condition, we do 120 more damage. Okay, any special condition, but you should know me by now. I love the poison package, and it's so easy, especially with the ancient Pokemon. So of course, we have it paired up here with Brute Bonnet. You should know what Brute Bonnet does if you are a fan of this channel. We're not going to talk much about it, but this is how we set our poison. So with that, we kind of took the Roaring Moon EX deck skeleton and kind of just adapted it to using Walking Wake. So a lot of the cards are similar if you are used to playing that deck. I played that deck before in challenges and cups, so I kind of had an idea of how this deck will really work. The main difference is that we don't have the Frenzy Gouging attack consistently, and I say consistently because we still play one Roaring Moon EX, but we don't have that as a crutch to really take out those big Mega Pokemon right now. But we can do 240 damage, and we have modifiers to really help get us to special numbers. So one modifier that we can really play on is the Pecharunt with Toxic Subjugation. Just basically, if it gets knocked out, we can put the Pecharunt in place and just do more poison damage. Hopefully it gets knocked out because of the poison, and then we don't proc Fez. Other modifiers we have in this deck is that we have Binding Mochi. So if we are poisoned, we can use this card to do 40 more damage. So we're doing 240 plus 40 from Binding Mochi, we do 280, then whatever poison damage we have. So that's a 290, and if we have Perilous Jungle, we can add 2 more, and we get up to 310 damage. That knocks out Mega Kangaskhan, Gardevoir EX. It doesn't work against Mega Absol because Mega Absol is a darkness Pokemon, but a lot of those decks with 310 or below HP, we can really do a one-shot and do it with poison, which doesn't proc Fezandipiti. Versus Roaring Moon, on the other hand, you're still knocking out during your turn, so they can draw 3 cards using Fez. So our support Pokemon, we have Latias just for retreating, Skyliner ability. We can switch back and forth between the different Pokemon to utilize for strategy. Mew here for the restart ability to draw more cards, and it's also our pivoter here just in case we can't get that Latias EX online. Of course, we have the Brute Bonnet, which sets up our poison. We also play Fez because Flip the Script is completely broken, and drawing cards is always good for your strategy. We talked about Baby Pecharunt, but we also have the Pecharunt EX. Again, if we can't get Latias in play, we can use Pecharunt to really move around our Pokemon as much as we can. So we can move up Brute Bonnets with the Fezandipiti, and we also play one Roaring Moon EX just to help with pivoting or attacking wherever we may be. We also play Bloodmoon Ursaluna just because Bloodmoon is such a strong late game attacker. And we do play 2 Squawkabilly EX in here just for that beginning first turn, just so we can really get the cards we need. Because with our deck, we do have that donk ability as well. So if worst case scenario, if we're going against say Charizard, Dreepy, Badoo, any 70 or really 80 HP lower Pokemon, we can donk if we have that opportunity. And Squawkabilly helps us with that. So next we'll go into the item lineup. We have Earthen Vessel. We play 2 of those just to get our dark energy out. Sometimes we just need magnet attachments or get them in our hand so we can discard them, and you'll see why we want to discard. Energy Switch, just because we do play Professor Sada's Vitality, and we'll talk about that card in a little bit. Energy Switch is a really good card to pair with that supporter. 4 Nest Balls, just to get our board online. I will say maybe for A-Spec you may want to play Pressure Trolley, it does the same purpose, but we chose to play Secret Box just because it helps discard cards. Maybe there's certain cards we don't need, or get our energy into discard pile to utilize our supporters. And then this gives us one of every trainer type card. We played Night Stretcher, played 2 of them just so we can get either energy or Pokemon back onto our hand, into our board. We play 1 Pal Pad just so we can find some of those supporters one more time. Into 2 Pokégear because we really need to play a supporter every single turn, but we have enough in our deck to really be consistent. This just helps with our consistency. Of course, we talk about Secret Box, and next we have Ultra Ball just so we can get our Pokemon as well. And then we talked about the Perilous Jungle for our poison setup. In terms of supporters, we only play 4 supporters in this list. We play Arven, just because we play items and tools. Boss, because Boss is older, Gus is always good. Carmine, just to dig through if we're fortunate enough to get it in our open hand. We can do that our first turn. If not, just be able to get a fresh set of 5 is always good. And our main supporter is Professor Sada's Vitality. Again, if you've played any ancient trait decks, you know how important this card is. This helps get our energy in play, and we draw 3 cards. It's a very all-round supporter. I'm going to miss this when it rotates just because this really made a lot of the ancient Pokemon just work so well. Next, we'll talk about our items, or sorry, not our tools. We play 4 Ancient Booster Capsule because we're playing Ancient deck. We need it for Brute Bonnet. It helps with really any of our ancient Pokemon. We talked about the Binding Mochi, and we also play Bravery Charm just to boost up our basic if we need it by 50. And then for energy, we have 5 darkness energy and 3 water energy. The water energy is really only for the Walking Wake, but with having the 2 colors attack cost, we can play more dark energy and utilize our other attackers. So we can use it for Bloodmoon, Roaring Moon, both Pecharunts, Mew, even Brute Bonnet, and Fez we need to. We just can't use it for Latias, but if we're attacking with Latias, we're unfortunately in a dire situation. So I was just in the mood to play this card. I was thinking about this the other week, and you may see that some other content creators put their take on this. I changed it up a bit. In the original list, they played more of a split of the Walking Wake with the Roaring Moon. I decided to really put more emphasis on the Walking Wake to kind of showcase how this card works. Yes, I do have 1 Roaring Moon EX here, but in some situations, you need that just to kind of clear out the need. So, that is the deck list with Walking Wake. I say let's go on the ladder and see how it does. So, we'll see y'all there. Okay, we're in our first game with the Walking Wake EX, the underdog, the forgotten ancient Pokemon. We're really going to see just the effectiveness of the Shred ability on this. I think people just forget about it. And with the rise of Crustle in this format, I think this is a really good time to experiment with Shred cards, just like Walking Wake. So maybe we'll go against Crustle, I don't know. So we have Pecharunt EX. We're not going to get donked. Our hand is pretty okay. We have a Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, we have Arven. So we'll see what we're going against. So we have a Mulligan with Jet Energy and Fighting Energy. So this could be multiple things. This could be a Lunatone with Megalopony. I've been seeing that. This could be a Mill. They're known to play those type of energy cards. So it looks like some sort of Arm Rouge deck. So I'm not sure if this is just or maybe even Cellar Edge, just because they're playing on the Soul Rock and Lunatone package to help draw and get the energy into discard. They're playing a split on the Charge-a-Gets just so they don't get donked. With how aggressive they're... Okay, Jolbert, this is definitely Cellar Edge. So, one advantage with going against this is that they are weak to water. So, we can one-shot them by just poison them, hit for 240, which doubles, and we can hit that special number. So, let's see. I'm going to Ultra Ball and get rid of the 2 energies. And I'm kind of tempted to do Squawk just so we can go through our deck some more. So I'm going to grab Squawk. And place a Nest Ball here. And grab, what's in the active? Soul Rock. We can't poison that and knock it out. So I want to do Walking Lake just because we have this discipline in the deck. Just put that thread out right now. I'm going to play Pokégear. If we can get Carmine, that would be fantastic. We get Sada. We can get one on, but not both. I'm going to leave it in the deck. And I'm just going to play Arven and see if we can just get more going here. I'm going to grab Booster Capsule and I'm going to grab a Nest Ball. That way we can set up our Brute Bonnet and get that out of the way. So we'll set up our Brute Bonnet. Let's do that. I'm tempted for the Fez, but we can always get that back. Because I'll like have a second Walking Wake out and then another attacker. So I want to discard the Fez because we can always get that back with the Night Stretcher. Okay. So we don't have the water energy just yet. So I am going to put Capsule onto the Walking Lake. I want to put down the Roaring Moon. And I want to attach to Roaring Moon because that can take out the Sada Ledge very easily. I want to play the Mew. That way we can draw one card. Let's see what we get here. We got another Arven for next turn. We'll go ahead and poison. And what we can do actually, no, I was thinking we can subjugate chain and then retreat, but we can't do that. So we're just going to end our turn. That way that's down to 100 and then maybe it'll go down to 90. Just maybe we can set up an easy KO with poison later on down in the game. So they evolved their target to Cellar Edge, playing Lily. Excuse me. So one thing I forgot to take into consideration is that we are weak to fighting. So unless they play Premium Power Pro, they're not one-shotting us. But they're going to do a lot of damage on that. So if we can somehow get boss, or we're probably going to do a couple single prizes, just because they only have one multi-prizer out while our whole board is multi-prizers. That is a downfall of playing a big basic deck. They can just go 2-2-2. So we have to try to put out a single prize just to offset that prize trade for them. So they're going at it. They have 7 energy already in their discard. So they're doing 140 plus 30, 170. Really, that's perfect math if they can retreat out and hit us. Because we can die to poison and then Fez doesn't proc, even though our Fez is in the discard. Oh, excuse me, I need to get some water. But yeah, they are just gaining a lot. They're just getting their setup. It doesn't take long for them to set up. So they are just going to take the knockout, get the 2 prize KO here. If we get a water energy, I think we can attack? Don't know. So we got Pal Pad. Does it say how much damage they did to us? So they hit us for 230. So they're pretty much one-shotting us at this point. I'm just gonna play Sada, and we can get the Roaring Moon, and we'll get the Walking Wake going. So we do have the water energy. However, we don't have a way to get the 3rd energy until Walking Wake. And I'm really surprised we haven't gotten a stadium yet. We do play 4. One Nest Ball. What should we do here? I'm gonna get the baby patch, just in case. I'm gonna put the energy on the Roaring Moon. I'm just gonna retreat, and I'm just gonna Frenzy Gouge just so we can get prizes here. I'm not sure if this is the best play. But at least we take out Wonder Threats, even though it's so easy to set up Cellar Edge. But hopefully they may have gone through too much of their energy. So we got some Ball Search, so that's good. Excuse me. So there's our win condition. Just go 2-2-2. We got a Fez. That's another easy knockout for us as well. However, if they can get a fighting energy, they can just use Soul Rock to knock us out. So we'll see if we got just off to a little bit too slow to start. But we have options. Okay, so they knock us out. They get down to 2 prizes. We're kind of forced to get a boss here, unfortunately. So I'm going to promote the Mew. Okay, we got the boss. Now we just need the energy. We don't have Sada here, unfortunately. Is Bloodmoon ever an option here? 1, 2, 3, 4. If we get an energy, we could attack. But I want to get that Cellar Edge out. But we could get the Fez, but then they can just attack the Bloodmoon. Because I know they're doing damage to us. So So we're gonna get rid of the Squawk, and I will say maybe the Pal Pad. I don't even know who to go to for this moment. I'll grab a Pech here. Play Arven. Grab Night Stretcher and Binding Mochi, I would think. Yeah, let's do that. They've taken 4, 240, and poison them. Now I think we need to get the Fez. Really, we need Iona to disrupt their hand. I think we're just too far gone at this point. Excuse me. We'll attach to Walking Away. If we can survive this turn, that would be fantastic. And we're just going to poison and retreat. And just see what we can do here. If they have boss, retreat game, so be it. They just had a quick setup like that. This deck is known to set up really quickly. Playing the dig just gets a lot of energy really quick into your discard. They were doing, what was it, 230 by turn 2? That's unheard of. But if they don't knock me out, they get knocked out by poison tech, and then they have to promote something. So they're retreating. If they have boss, they have game. They can easily knock out any one of my Pokemon. But I'm wondering, even though their hand is pretty big, they may not have it. That was a lot of cards they discarded. Does it show all that? Yeah, they did not have it. I'm generally surprised. Like Jamming Tower, this will be a great time to get our Perilous Jungle. We'll promote the Mew. We can attack next turn. Perilous Jungle, there we go. So get Walking Lake just because we can. Play Sada. Water energy here, darkness energy here. We are going to poison. We are going to retreat. There's really no need to. Yeah, we're doing 480. We don't need Binding Mochi. We don't need to poison ourselves. Attach energy there just in case. And we are hitting 480 damage. We'll collect 2 more prize cards. And we're kind of forcing them to get an energy. If not, we have we can get game with this. Sorry, my throat's a little dry while recording. But yeah, if they don't have enough energy, because they have 15 energy already in their discard, I would think they play more than 2 fire. but you never know. If they have a single fire energy, they win. They can use Fez to get it. They can have they have their draw to get it. They probably have Lunatone to get it as well if they have a fighting energy. I'm wondering if they just ran out of resources too quick and not thinking that we're going to kind of offset the prize trade with that Pecharunt. Because that's the good thing about Pecharunt, you're not necessarily always using this to donk, but since it's a single prizer, it can help offset your prize trade and make them force them to knock out 4 Pokemon or 5 Pokemon versus just going 2-2-2. So it took them a while to pick. I wonder if they rage quit or maybe a disconnection. I really hope they're still there playing the game and just thinking. But we have Boss in hand, so we can knock out a Pokemon, one of their 2 prizes to get game. Because we can either go after the Celeridge or we can go after the Fezandipiti. I really think they rage quit on us. I think we took out their last, not main attacker, but I think they ran out of resources and they know that they can't do it, so they probably already got out of this game and the game just didn't recognize it. Yeah, so they're not doing anything. We'll rip the band-aid off. We'll just do the Celeridge if the game will let us. Maybe this is what happened. There we go. So we'll poison because they have to be poisoned. And we don't get poisoned because the HP booster capsule we're doing 480. And somehow we got the dub from this. So Carmine was prized. Both of them were prized. But that's game 1. We won against Celeridge, having the weakness, which you don't really see a lot of water decks nowadays. They were a really aggressive deck, but we were able to really keep up the pace. So I'm glad that we got the dub in game 1. So we'll go to game 2 and see how that goes. Okay, y'all, we're in game number 2 here with Walking Wake EX. We narrowly won game 1, but we won nonetheless. So now we're in for game 2, as I mentioned. We'll see how this deck really works. Hopefully we can get a better setup. Hopefully you can really see how when this deck clicks, it clicks really well. So our opponent is choosing to go first, which is fine. This deck can go first or second, because we have the possibility of a donk, but we can also attack. So we're going against Oricorio, so another fire deck, probably Charizard again, or Charizard. We see a lot of Charizard around. Last game with Celeridge, now we're going against another fire type. If it is a fire type, we have the theoretical advantage with playing Walking Wake as a water type Pokemon, but as you see in this format, it doesn't matter about weakness. You're one-shotting everything, at least close to it. It's very rare that the type advantage really matters in a game. Unfortunately, we're not going to get any donks, but we can still set up damage with the Pecharunt. So it is a Charizard deck, and they're not fire, they're dark type, unless we see the Charizard X EX, which with Oricorio I can kind of see that, because you need the Mega for Oricorio to really be beneficial. Okay. I want to place down Rory Moon because that can help us with the Megas or get easy 3 prizes. We're playing Nest Ball, see what we have in our hand or in our deck. We do have a Squawk. I'm going to grab Squawk. I'm going to Nest Ball away the 2 energies because I'm hoping to get Sada. Do I want to get Brute or do I want to get I'll get the Walking Wake because we don't need poison. can get Sada and Energy Switch, I think we will be in good shape here. I think we can get that. So I'll discard the Ultra Ball, other Walking Wake, and Ancient Booster because we can get another Ancient Booster. So we need Sada. We still have Energy Switch. Booster. Earthen Vessel. And Perilous Jungle. I think this gets what we need. So we're going to Sada here. Put an energy in each of our ancient Pokemon. We get the water energy. We'll attach the water energy. We will energy switch the darkness to here. I'm going to get a Nest Ball for a Latias so we can retreat the Pecharunt. So we will retreat into Walking Wake, and we are hitting 240. We don't need the Brute Bonnet, but we will do the Brute Bonnet just as a safe. And we're just gonna knock out the Oricorio, get 2 prizes. So when this deck works, it works. We'll see if getting this strong start helps us. We do have a lot of liabilities on our bench. The Squawkabilly is there to stay. The Latias is there to stay. If not played right, the Roaring Moon can get knocked out. But as of right now, actually no, they can do 240 because we took 2 prizes. So my guess is he's looking for rare candy something, just so he can evolve to the Charizard. Got the rare candy, so that means he has a Charizard in hand. Wondering if he's going to get, or our opponent, I don't know who we're going against, will. So they got Charizard. I wonder if they're going to get another bench Pokemon. If they don't, I wonder if there's a world where we can use Roaring Moon to get the game. Because unfortunately we're not doing enough damage with Walking Wake. I kind of wish I put the Capsule on the Walking Wake because we would have been good. We would have survived. But now I'm kind of stuck with Roaring Moon if I need to. But I can always get the Walking Wake back out. So 240, they're knocking us out. So let's see what we can do here. We were pretty aggressive here. We got a water energy. Wish we had a way to get play Perilous Jungle. We're gonna Night Stretcher away a Brute Bonnet. Or sorry, Earthen Vessel. Get 2 energy. Put 1 on there. I'm gonna poison and just hope and retreat and hope we can get some damage on here while we set up. Perilous Jungle, I don't know why I put that. It doesn't affect Charizard EX because it is a Darkness Pokemon. But at least I can get 6 energy on, or 6 damage counters on there, which brings us down to 270. We can try and knock that out. if we can get a Sada, I think we may be able to get close out this game here. So they got another Oricorio. Okay, that's fine. Give me 4. My hand wasn't the best anyway. Okay, no Sada yet, but we got Fez. They're probably going to take out a Raymond, I guarantee you. Click the Raymond. That is a smart choice. There we go. Sorry, that was a little rude. But if I were them, I would have get the Raymond. That is obviously the threat on the board here. Everything is not. Also, he gets rid of the poison, so if I promote the Pecharunt, he's not going to take 6 additional damage. So this puts us in a little bit of pickle. I wish we can get a Sada. If we get a Sada, I think we would be good. 270, 240. I can still poison 250. Let's play down the Fez. And see what we get off Fez. Switch, we still don't have. If I had a Sada, that would have been perfect. Don't want to Carmine this hand away. It's actually pretty good. So I'm just going to poison again. Soften up this Charizard. He doesn't really have another attacker set on board. I think technically Oricorio can attack, but we're only doing 110. It's really there just for the ability. We don't have another Charizard in play. Down to 210, so if I can get Walking Wake, I think we should be fine. So I need to get Walking Wake and another ancient Pokemon, which we have Brute Bonnet, so we'll be fine there. Sada, energy switch, we have energy for attachment. And then we can get the KO on this Charizard and hopefully get closer in this game. Looks like they're trying to get Fez as a backup attacker, I would think. We'll see what they do. Fire Breather, okay. So they're going to knock out the Pech. Get a bunch of energy. Does this attach to one of your bench fire Pokemon? So they can only attach the Oricorio. Okay, so they're playing my bluff. They're retreating. They don't want that knocked out because they know that is their only attacker right now. Okay. They have other Pokemon they can attack. We'll just play the slow game, not give him Fez yet. If I had Boss, I probably would have bossed up the Pidgeotto and knocked that out. That way they don't have a Pidgeot EX. But it seems like they're not really drawing, because we know majority of their hand, four of the 6 cards are energy. So they're not necessarily dead drawing, because they can do stuff. But they're just preserving their resources on their bench, aka their main attacker. They are wanting me to attack into the Fez. So they're retreating the Fez. They'll probably bring it up, so they're going to attack me, knowing that they can not get poisoned in return. But they have 210 damage. So if I can get my walking weight set up, I can knock that out. Okay, so they're just going to attack. So if I can get Sada, I think we got this. Or at least we're in the game still. Ultra Ball does not give us Sada, but we do have Fez. So we can Ultra Ball away, and we'll do a Perilous Jungle and another baby Petch. For Mew, I'm not going to put it in my bench. I'm just trying to thin out here. I just want to try and get a Sada. 2 bosses. That's not a Sada. This is stressful. I need 2 dark energy, don't I? Yeah, so that energy switching is not going to work. Or, actually, what's in my energy? I think this may work. So we'll grab dark energy, attach to EX, you get energy. Oh no, that's not going to work either, because that needs to be a dark energy. I think we're done. I have nothing that can survive their hit. I'm just gonna give it to him. We can't do anything else. I didn't sequence them. I didn't think things through. So we'll give that to them. I don't know why they're playing. They can just hit us for 240. Yeah, I think they finally realize that they can just swing into us, get the last prize. Oh, that's how Cookie crumbles. But we were able to show that we can be as explosive as any other deck out there. We just weren't able to really follow up on just how aggressive we can be. So let's go into a third game, see if we can really click everything together and get a victory with Walking Weight EX. Okay everyone, we're into the third game here with the Walking Weight EX. Game 1, we won. Game 2, we got the loss. So let's see if we get the dub or if we go home and sheen. Well, I'm already home, so yeah, let's just have some fun with Walking Weight. So we will go first, which is fine. Our deck is made to either go first or second. So we'll start with the Brute Bonnet. Not the best start, but if we can get a Latias, we can easily retreat that off. So that's not the end of the world there. And really our opening hand's not bad, so if we can get Squawk and Sacrifices, we're fine. If not, we have Carmine. So we'll see. We're not going to get a donk, but it looks like we're going to get some I don't know what this is, but we can try our best to donk this out. So let's play Nest Ball, see what's in our deck. We do have the Squawk, so we can try to just churn through. And we have the Carmine. I'm just going to play Carmine. That way we're not losing any more resources. Ugh, this is not the best at all. I'm gonna go through more resources. Wow, at least we can poison? Oh, let's do this. This is just so I can draw. I need to draw. Like, this isn't the best. Bravery Charm. Wow. Okay, well, at least we'll get some poison damage on this Rotom. Make them forced to retreat. Rotom doesn't evolve, so he won't lose the poison damage that way. He can only retreat to get rid of the poison. And now, hopefully, we can see what this deck really is, because right now we only see support Pokemon. We don't really see their main one, but at the same time, they don't see our main one. So some sort of aggressive draw. This makes me think. Actually, I don't know what to think. Lily's Determination. Okay, then we're gonna get a fresh hand. Let's see if they give us a little more information on what this deck is. So it's an Abra deck. Okay, so if we can be a little aggressive with getting rid of their Abras, we should be in a good spot. We did give up one of our bosses. Okay, so we do have a Petch. I hate to do this, but we just need to get something on the board here. Do that. We'll energy switch this to our Walking Lake. We'll draw a card. Okay, which we can retreat, but we cannot, unfortunately. So he's already poisoned, so we're just going to end our turn. He will die to Poison Tick. At least it would not use Flip the Script. I don't think this deck does play that because they have pretty aggressive draw in other forms. So by promoting the Dunsparce, it makes me think that they have the Dunsparce, yep, wrong way draw, and then they're just going to use it to draw some more and try to get into either the Kadabra to draw more or even Alakazam to attack. Okay, so they got the Kadabras. So let's see if we can. Okay, so they're not attacking this turn, or if they are, they're only doing 30. So we can try to gust this up unless they do use round draw. Battle Cage doesn't affect us at all. They're going to use Hilda, probably getting the Enriching Energy to draw some more. Because they most likely play Wondrous Patch. No, they just got Psychic Energy. So they'll probably just attack Psychic Energy for turn. That way, next turn, they have a second one set up. Okay, so they did runaway draw. They're probably going to promote another Dunsparce or the Dunsparce because I would keep these safe until you have to attack with them. So let's see if they set up another Abra. Okay, so another Dunsparce. That's interesting. But they only chose one. So it makes me think that their two other Abras are prized. Nope. There it is right there. It was in their hand the whole entire time. Okay, so they're just going to leave it at that. Pokégear. We're kind of stuck right now. We can get a Sada, but I don't feel like using it. It's just a dark energy. We need a water energy to knock this thing out. So we're just going to Arven. We'll grab another booster. And we'll grab Earthen Vessel for next turn. Get rid of our Squawk, we don't need that anymore. Get 2 waters. I'm gonna hold off because I don't want them to boss that and KO it. Kind of tempted to put it on the Pech, so that way if we can attack with it and poison it, it'll get poisoned. We'll just Toxic Powder. It's only gonna be 1 because they got rid of our Stadium, but it's better than none. And we'll just end our turn. Granted, they can evolve into that, get rid of it. It's better to have the Pech in this situation and the Perilous Jungle to avoid the evolution with Dunsparce, because once you evolve, it gets rid of poison, and then runaway draw gets rid of the damage counters. So we just have to hope that they don't have the Dunsparce in their hand, because this is the one that has a retreat cost of 1. It's not the 60 HP one where it has a free retreat cost. So we gotta be very careful when playing this match, especially since their hand is going to get bigger and bigger. We don't disrupt their hand at all. So yeah, they're really hoping to get this thing out of the active. And I'm kind of hoping they knock us out because I don't want this Brute Bonnet in the active anymore. So interesting enough that they evolve the bench and not the active, because they can easily attack and knock me out. Unless they want, well, they're already behind in prizes, so I don't know what they're going for with this. Is this how they're going to get it? Using the Hilda? Yeah, and then they're gaining the Red Team energy. They already attached for turn. Do they have energy in the discard? They do not. So Wondrous Patch is not live. So they're just going to use Runaway Draw, promote an Alakazam, and just start swinging. Which is fine with me. I can go with the Walking Wake, but honestly, it may be too late. They're going to win on the prize trade, but we can see. We can try to outpace them. So they're doing 400 damage. They're doing a lot of damage, and they're going to do even more because we're getting a prize card. So we'll promote Walking Wake. So we have 3 Sadas in the discard. So we're going to use Pal Pad and get 2 of them back. energy. I'm going to use Fez, since we were knocked out. We'll play a Perilous Jungle. I don't want to use Sada. Don't have a reason to use Sada right now. I wish I had the Brute Bonnet though. Maybe that is the reason too. That way I can knock them out. Are both Brutes in the discard? Yes. But we have a Night Stretcher. Good self-awareness, Dean. So let's do that. That way we can one-shot. Tox Powder, we don't get poisoned, but they get poisoned. And then we hit for 240, knockout, and then we just have to try to get rid of their attackers and hope that they can't refill their bench over and over again. Get the Ursaluna. See what we can do here. How many word candies have they played? None. They have a line here. They have Fez, so they do play Fez, so if we can knock that out, that would be nice. That would be an easy 2-prizer for us. They are weak and dark. I don't think tackling this will matter much, to be honest. So we'll see. Out of their big hand, they're not really doing much. I would evolve that to Kadabra. Typically you play 4. So we're going to use 2. So there should be theoretically 2 more left. I know you're knocking me out. You're doing 400 damage without any modifiers. I'm not weak to dark. So they got the rare candy. So they're set up for next turn. They're drawing some more. Maybe a win condition is making them draw so much that they just lose by deck out. You just have to be careful with decks like this where you don't deck yourself out. Because you're of how much draw you have. I wonder if they promoted the wrong Pokemon. Because right now they're not attacking. They have no energy. Do they not have any energy in their hand? That's crazy. So let's see what they do. They're taking a while to think about what to do with the Night Stretcher. I would say they're probably going to get the Abra back. That way they can start setting up another Pokemon. And they do. They get an Abra. So that way they can start recycling, get going more. Battle Cage. Doesn't matter with me. I don't really need it. I don't use it. Perilous Jungle serves its purpose. I'm not taking you out. And they attacked on the wrong Pokemon. Okay, well we can take full advantage of this situation. We'll boss up the Alakazam that has the 2 energy on there. I'm going to attach to the baby Pech so that way it's ready to attack if we need it. poison. And we'll do 240 and knock it out. So, best case scenario, we're 2 swings away. Worst case scenario, 3. But we have both our bosses in the discard, so we'll probably going to be swinging after 3 Pokemon over and over again. Because they're not going to promote their Fez. That's not the smartest decision on their end, to leave that when I can knock that out easily right now. So they got the Alakazam ready, they're going to run away draw. So at least they can attack this turn. Hopefully I can too. But at the very least I can attack with Pecharunt. At least get poison, maybe do some poison ticks with them. Not proc the Fezandipiti. So I'll promote Mew, see what we get. We get an Ultra Ball. So I'm going to play the Perilous Jungle. I'm going to play Flip the Script, because if we can get a Sada, that would be great. We do not. I'm going to play the Walking Wake, put Water Energy on it. But really, that's not a big deal. They can knock me out so easily right now. So I'll just Toxic Powder. And I will retreat into the Fetch. I'll hit for 20. I don't think I'm going to do anything, knock him out. But at least I get some damage. If he can't retreat this turn, he'll get knocked out by him going into me. Okay, they're gonna boss. Probably want my Walking Wake, to be honest. Yep. I can probably attack with the Bear. He doesn't get knocked out, unfortunately. So I'll promote. Oh, I could have if I would have done the Pecharunt. That is on me. I was so stupid on that. I should have promoted the Pecharunt. I was thinking too quick, because then I could have got another prize and then closer. Okay, well, that was a mistake. I'm just gonna go in the Petch now. And my turn, because if they can get this to Alakazam, they got game. But I could have been closer and been down to one prize. So Pokemon, unless they only have 3 Alakazams, but they probably have another Night Stretcher, a way to recycle energy or Pokemon. Yeah. As long as they have an energy, they got game. They had game no matter what. Was that a May? Or is it? He May, so they chose not to draw, so they had game. There's no need for them to draw. But at least I could have got down to one prize. So they probably would have promoted like the Dunsparce or something anyway. That way they kept the Alakazam. So no matter what, I think they had it. But that was close. A lot closer than I was expecting, especially since we don't disrupt them. So playing with the poison kind of helps us with that. But yeah, Alakazam is a really strong deck, and I can't wait to see how it does really this weekend in Toronto. There is a regional this weekend, and I really hope someone can go far with this this little rogue deck here. So, but yeah, that was a good game. Well, that was Walking Wake EX. It's a fun card. Is it better than Roaring Moon? Not necessarily. Having a built-in shred is really cool. It's really great for a card like this. Playing another card that can play around with the poison package. I'm kind of interested maybe like what happens if we pair this with maybe a burn package. It's just there's not enough synergy there. Poison's a lot better, especially with just the other darkness Pokemon with the ancient trait in there. Again, we went 1-2 tonight, but it's a fun deck. I like how we can really play around with new cards. When you think of ancient Pokemon deck, you think of Ancient Box, you think of Roaring Moon. You don't necessarily think of Walking Wake. And there's a lot of other cards out there that are pretty fun with the ancient trait. We have Raging Bolt, which has done well historically. Hopefully this can do well in tournaments. It has done well in Japan with the best of one scenario. Having the poison ability in there is really good too. I'm sure if with more playing around, more familiarity for me, I won't make those boneheaded decisions like I should have promoted that Pech for the Alakazam or different things like that, and really knowing my lines. But hey, we're just all here to have fun with the game. This is not all about just taking this super competitive, super serious. Sometimes we just want to play these cards and kind of show what's out there in the card pool. But yeah, if you made it this far in the video, thank you all. We're going to try and grow this channel in 2026. Please like and subscribe. According to our data, most people that watch our videos are not subscribed to our channel. So if you can, please subscribe to us. We make a lot of these fun decks and really just showcase what these rogue decks are out there. We're not here to really win any big tournaments. I barely play my locals. We don't go to the regionals. We're here just because we love this game and we're passionate for this game. So if you want to support a channel like us, we love making these decks. We love showing our ideas and really giving advice with this game. But yeah, thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Rogue Deck Chronicles Rogue Deck Showcase featuring Walking Wake. And until next time, have fun playing the sneaky decks. See y'all.